Girbeagly!
Hey there guys and gals, it's Girbeagly with another episode of Gaming with Girbeagly, and I'm once again playing another random one-shot from over on Itch.io. This is a game called Picking Up the Pieces, and apparently this is sort of a surreal experimental style game that is sort of like an interpretation of sorting through your thoughts when you're all alone and you don't feel like you're good enough. So obviously something that probably deals with some mental health themes, so if you're someone who's sensitive to that, please just be aware of the content of this game. But anyway, let's go ahead. Let's see if we can help our protagonists feel a little bit better about themselves. Yeah, begin. Ooh, I like the sound effects. I like the...
I understood my brain better than this, but now I feel like I never did.
It's an awful feeling. Awful, awful feeling. When you think you got everything sorted up here, and then things just sort of start spiraling out of control in some way or another, even if they're small things, you know. By the way, this game is fully voiced, so... we'll keep that in mind. So it looks like click objects to pick them up.
I'm angry, I'm scared, but I have no reason to be, and that just makes me angrier.
Yeah, that's very, very common with things like depression and anxiety. You know, you fixate on this feeling that you get for just no reason, you know, because it's either a chemical imbalance in your head or your brain is literally just in a feedback loop where it keeps telling you over and over again that you're doing something wrong, but it can't label what it is, and it just makes you feel worse and worse. You dig a deeper hole. That's awful when those sort of spirals start happening here. I really like this polygon art, by the way. It's really nice looking. I always like that. Okay, we're just doing some laundry, I guess. Picking up all the socks, the shirts. I like the little chime noises so much. They're really, really nice. Okay, what else we got here? Oh, it's a picture. Okay. I'm assuming this is our protagonist and he's like with somebody. Oh man, he's taking some deep breaths there. Oh my god. His chest moves up and down a lot. Okay. Oh, this one is of someone looking super happy. Could be the protagonist, could be a loved one. Okay, and we also got... oh, there's another photo over here. Okay, pick that one up. Just a regular portrait. Yeah, decorate the walls a little bit. Sometimes it takes little changes to your environment to, like, make you feel better. It's sort of like decluttering your mind, decluttering the physical space around you so that you can focus on, you know, the good things in each environment. Whether it's outside of your mind or inside of your head. So... all right, we're throwing out some, like, balled up paper here. I like that they, like, roll and go towards the trash can. That's really cool.
I have no reason to be upset, so I don't deserve to be stuck in a feedback loop.
Oh, no. It's an awful sensation when you are... use the same phrase as me, feedback loop, where it's like, you know, you get a bad thought and then it just keeps compounding and compounding and compounding and it gets awful. But that's such a bad mentality, you know, to go, oh, I don't deserve to be because I can't pinpoint why I feel bad. I have nothing to feel bad about. Things in my life are going well. That's such an awful thought for your brain to tell itself because as humans... you know, we all deserve to feel validated. Whether our struggles are something that are large or small, can be seen by other people, or are just in our heads, that's something that does deserve to be validated. You have a spectrum of emotions, and you're able and capable of expressing them and feeling them because you're a human. You are someone who deserves to be heard when you're hurt. So... hopefully this protagonist, like I said, is someone we can help out with that mindset. So, recently posted, what is this? Check mark? Influencer drop. Wait, what? Influence drop? Why did my influence go down? Oh, this is like a social media thing? I'm losing followers. Oh my god. Okay, so if I post stuff, it's bad? What if I don't post stuff? No.
Stuck in bed.
Oh god. I'm stuck in bed. Well, you're also stuck in losing... subscribers no matter what you do. I mean, I feel that, dude. Losing influence, even though you're still posting. Move around using WASD. Oh my, we're on like an island? Probably should not fall off of this. Feel like that would be symbolically horrible for a protagonist. What is this place? This is so bizarre. Ooh, we can run? Okay, can we jump? Nope, we can't jump.
What are you doing?
Oh.
You're making a mess.
What are you doing? You're making a mess. Who was that? That wasn't me, was it? Where's this ball going? Where you going, little paper ball? Oh, sinking into the earth. Is that like the voice of, I don't know, someone in our lives? We're just picking up trash, dude. Whoa. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag? Okay, What about this little ball or rock or whatever it is? Should we be putting these in the trash can? Right there? Oh, yep, you can do it, little buddy. Got stuck for a second. That's fine. Okay. Maybe it was like a parent that we were disappointing. Something like that. Interesting. Someone who's clearly disappointed in us, and we're fixating on their voice, echoing in our head that, you know, we weren't doing well enough, even though we're isolated all alone on this little island, and we're trying our best. We're picking up our trash, our messes. We're trying to... What? No, I'm not too cool for it. I'm trying. I wish I could pick these items up and actually put them in there. Someone knocked over a trash can. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe this is just our brain's mess and we're trying to declutter, like I was saying before. But instead of making it better by dealing with the mess, we're just making it worse by making it feel like, I don't know, like it's just a waste of time. Because the, you know, even the receptacle that we're putting our clutter into, compartmentalizing things in our brain, is a mess as well. It's knocked over. I don't know. Something like that. All right. Was that the last one? Or is there more? Can we pick up this trash can now? No? Okay. Oh, my. Was this all here before? This big mound? I don't remember this, but maybe it was. I do not know. Anything to do with the trash cans? Is there any more trash? Oh! Another bag? I got two... Whoa. You're supposed to feed them if you ain't feed me. I mean... So, are there people... It sounds like there's people with expectations of me. And they think, or at least they're telling me, that I'm letting them down. So, obviously, that's not a very good thing. Jordan King, 22, one of the greatest minds of his generation. After founding a small web startup at age 19 based around server hosting, King would go on to reach for heights even higher than anyone could have pictured. Using the capital made on this startup, King would go on to provide seed funding for over 12 of the fastest growing online multimedia businesses. It's estimated that as of last month, his net worth totals around $450 million across all his holdings. That's so much money. One would assume that this would never be possible to accomplish in such a short time, but after dropping out of college after his first quarter, King would prove us all wrong. In a recent interview, when asked about his rapid growth over the past 3 years, King said, "It all comes down to balance. Without making time to grow yourself, your productivity will ultimately tank. Make time for family and friends. I make sure that every day I can always go on a walk with my dog. Oh, my. Okay. This is weird. This is very bizarre. But this also okay, so maybe the protagonist either is this King character who's seen some sort of growth, seen some sort of success in his life, but it's not fulfilling enough, or maybe this is like a wish, you know, this is the end goal, this is the dream to work towards. Oh, I hope that I can start all these startups. I hope that I can have wealth and stability and balance in my life and be able to see family that loves and appreciates me instead of putting me down and criticizing me all the time. And maybe the dog, you know, that's something that when you have mental health issues, you know, your mind wanders sometimes. It gets lost in the fog. You hyperfixate on one thing. Maybe, you know, the dog is the only creature in the protagonist's life that shows him any sort of love, so he fixates on the dog. Or he got distracted while he was thinking about, you know, maybe it's like self-motivation. He's like, I can do this. I can become this person that I fantasize about. And then all of a sudden a dog walks by and they go, oh, but dog. And their brain's just scattered and unable to achieve or accomplish anything they want. Wow, that was nice. Okay. Crazy staircase. Let's go sprinting on up this. Going on up to see the big man in the sky himself, maybe. Oh my gosh.
A change of scenery helps.
Okay,
the environment you surround yourself with reflects upon you.
I was just talking about this. This is beautiful. Wow. Yeah, I was just...
Escape.
Oh, okay. Okay. This is a different environment than I assumed. The other one was so nice. Okay, what is this? Oh, what's that?
Hey, you gotta find a way out of here.
You got...
You dumb fuck.
Your only friend... Wait, he called me a dumb fuck? Excuse me? So I feel like... Okay, so we tried to change our environment, like I was saying before, something beautiful, something that might inspire creation, inspire happiness in some kind of way, you know, that good old dopamine rush. And maybe instead this is another compartment of our mind where boxes are so cluttered and we're stuck in here and we're suffocating, and in the back of our head, our friend, our only friend, and the only one that we've allowed into our lives because we might not feel worthy. It sounds like this narrator doesn't sound like he's very, he doesn't think of himself as deserving or worthy of better friends, is also a jerk, or at least the imagined perception of them is a jerk. Oh, what's that? TNT. What? Oh, 2 minutes. What is this? Oh, okay. There's bombs. That's probably not good to help us get out of here.
Suppose that won't happen till you find a way out of your parents'
Oh.
basement, though, right?
Oh man, excuse me? Whoa, what's this fatal error? I can't, uh-oh. It's like viruses. Uh-oh, get out of here. Okay, and the buttons do nothing? What is the buttons? Why is there so much going on? Okay.
Pretty shit at this, aren't you?
I'm pretty shit. What? I just opened every box. What are you talking about? Wait, what are you talking about? How are you? Oh, my friend's writing to me. How are you coping with...
The dumbest fuck for this one.
Wow. Hey, dude, shut the hell up. How are you coping with what's been happening in your life? I'm okay. Do you have access to weapons or things that can be used as weapons? No. Oh my God. That is not always an option. Sometimes there's too many little things happening all at once and they become overwhelming like that. And then you imagine those worst case scenarios where you're like, oh, everyone around me is going to think I'm a fucking idiot. Nothing good will come of this. Are we upside down? Is that what's happening? Can we not turn? Oh God, that is disorienting and awful. We're upside down. A little bit weird. I'm disappearing. Oh God. And when you are facing so many things, even little things, can you keep up? You know, there's all these things going on in your life and it's hard to micromanage all of them. It's hard to maintain the balance that we were talking about earlier. You feel overwhelmed. Your life gets flipped upside down. You're unable to sort of make sense. Oh, dog. Yes, dog again. Of what's going on around you and how to proceed in life. How do we do something? My God, that appears on the screen for such a short amount of time. Dog. How do we something, dog? What's up, dog? Yes. Okay, we're fading away into nothing.
Becomes your new normal. Fades to the back of your mind.
Yes. And then when that happens, and that's such an unfortunate thing when that happens, is because, like, I know me personally, I've gone to therapy before. I have dealt with mental health issues before. There definitely is that horrible stigma of like, well, I must be weak. I must be weaker than everyone. Everyone else is judging me for my weakness. I have to push through this myself because everyone deals with problems. Everyone feels this way. And it becomes your new normal, even though it's very much not normal. That's not a normal thing. That's not an okay way to feel. It's okay to feel your way through those emotions, but it shouldn't ever become something that's persistent in your life. If it is, always try to seek out some help, whether it's in the form of professional counseling, you know, an online group for therapeutic story sharing, or any sort of thing, you know, confiding in a friend, a family member. These types of things can help us out of those mindsets and remind us that not everyone feels the way that we feel. And even though it's okay and valid to feel upset, it shouldn't be what we're always feeling. So what's going on in this little fishbowl here? This little oh, I can click the bubbles. Okay, cute. All right, is Fishy just not going to breathe anymore? Oh, and the little rocks too. Okay, well, let's read this cell phone message first. Sarah at fishopublishing.com. Development delay. Hey, Sarah. I'm afraid I still don't have the game done. I know this will be the second time asking for an extension on the deadline, but I've just had a lot going on these past few weeks, and I've ultimately felt a lack of inspiration. I feel terrible. This isn't fair to you, and I've completely let myself down. I tell myself excuses, but I'm never sure if they're even valid. I need to get groceries. I need to do laundry. I need to respond to emails like this. I've started selling things too since this whole thing isn't working out. I think someone's supposed to come by tonight to see if they want my bike. I also just realized I need to put my old lamp up online. Maybe I'll ask them if they want the lamp when they come for the bike. I also haven't heard from my friends in a while. I haven't had time. I miss them. It's lonely here. I'm sorry, Sarah. How's your baby? How are you? How do you do it? How do you do this? I'll have the game for you in 2 weeks. Thanks. All right, so again, this sounds like a very personalized message in the sense of when you are dealing with mental health hurdles, you can't help but feel a little bit like you're letting everyone in your life down. The people that you work with or the people you work for, people who are your friends that you don't check in with because you've sort of isolated yourself and you feel like if you contact them, you're going to be too needy. You might have like a bad day and that might roll on into 3 days or a week or a month or whatever, and it could delay so many things. And you feel like you're letting people down because you have these responsibilities, and as a result, it becomes cyclical and makes you feel worse about yourself, and you are even less productive then. It's such an awful part of depression, such an awful part of anxiety, and so many other mental health issues. And it's just terrible to know that this narrator feels that way, because everyone has issues, and it isn't a normal thing to hyperfixated. It's not a normal thing to like be stuck in that loop, that feedback loop that we talked about. And you are always worthy of having the help to break out of that and have people in your life understand you. And that's the other thing too, is your brain will tell you they're never going to understand, but more people do than you realize, and more people are willing to give you a break and help you out if you need it. So anyway, that's a long ramble. This is just one of those types of games. For those of you guys who don't know, I used to practice mental health therapy. I used to be a psychological counselor back in the day. So this type of game really touches a lot of the points that I talked over with my past clients. But anyway, let's collect these last couple rocks. Okay. Yeah, and that's normal.
Also scared of heights.
I feel ya. Jump using space shift to run. Oh, God. Wait, what? This parkour? Are we parkouring?
And answering the phone.
Oh, gosh. And that's another thing that people go, well, I'm scared of this. How silly am I? But it's okay to be scared, because it's, again, not a normal thing. It should not be a normalcy issue when it comes to feeling your fears and feeling scared and alone, and like you might always be alone and be unable to overcome those obstacles and those challenges. That isn't normal. That's not something that, I mean, it's a normal thought to have when you're going through depression or any other mental health struggle, but it should not become your normal. And it is something that you can overcome. And sometimes it does take a little bit of fancy footwork, some parkour action in your own mind to get through it all. Okay, last cell phone here, maybe?
Holy shit.
Oh no, it's this guy again.
I can't believe you thought this shit just stops.
You're the worst.
Run, bitch, run.
Oh man. Wow, you're a dick, man. Oh God. Run. Okay, so this is anxiety very clearly. Oh God, is this like a maze? Yep. Okay.
Fears don't just fade.
Yeah, getting
You have to face them.
trapped in a maze.
To take control if you want to see them fade.
That's true. That's some really good advice, Mr. Narrator Man. But I almost feel like the only friend isn't actually even a real friend. Again, it might be some perverse like interpretation of a friend that this protagonist had in their life, and the nagging voice of no one respects you, no one's going to understand your plight, etc. Or maybe the only friend, because they are actually alone, is themselves, and this is the worst side of them, telling them, again, the worst case scenario, being super critical, because you're always going to be the person who's the most critical of yourself. But the narrator did have a great point there after that little anxiety maze, because when you're someone who suffers from anxiety, it does feel like you're on a timer. It does feel like someone's telling you, go, 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 but you're like in a maze and you don't know the right way, so you're sort of just throwing yourself down a hallway of your own emotions and thoughts, trying to find the exit. To face your fears, like the narrator talked about. You do have to, at some point, face those fears. You do have to allow yourself to be brave enough to make them fade yourself through your own willpower, because that willpower is in each and every one of you. I've seen it done. I've seen people say this is an impossible task and then overcome said impossible task. Anyway, let's click this big box. Oh. Ah, it's like those Russian nesting dolls, but boxes. And there's a light inside. That's good. That looks like a nice light. Oh, and the box keeps getting smaller every time I click it, and it just sort of bounces around. This is kind of pleasant, though, with the chime.
Weird.
It is weird.
So when we finally get where we want to be, it feels like we have no control.
Oh, we're back in the beautiful
Control my
place.
happiness. I can't just flip a switch. I can
That's how
easily blow a
everyone's.
fuse. It's just when I think I'm happy, it doesn't fade. It's gone.
And that's another symptom of depression is going, hey, I had a great day yesterday. Why do I still feel this way? And that is so normal to have that
But if
happen.
you sit and dwell on that, you'll never find it again.
Sure. Oh,
You need to fill yourself with joy. You need to be the light you want to see in the world.
It's true.
I need to do that. But what do I know? I thought I understood my brain.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, and that was the end of the game. Picking up the pieces. Wow, that was intense. That was really, really intense. It was incredibly somber. Had a lot of moments. I like this end credit music, by the way. That's a jam, yo. But this game was kind of awesome, honestly. This game had a lot. There's so much to unpack from this game. I really like the ending message there. It shows that the creator of the game, the protagonist, knows that there's so much that he needs to do, but at the same time that he doesn't know everything. He's someone who's going to be working at it, though. He's going to be someone who knows he has to face up to the challenges in life to find that light so that it can become a more permanent part of his life. But he's also very, very aware that happiness isn't always going to be all the time. Even if you're someone who makes giant strides against depression or your own mental health struggles, it's something that is still going to be lurking. So it's something that you do have to constantly work on. But it doesn't mean that it's an impossible task. It just means that it's something that will become, you know, a pain that fades, a sadness that fades, a grayness that fades, and leads way to all of this light in your life so that you can become a guiding beacon as well to other people out there. It is possible, and some of you out there might feel like it's not right now. But just know, as someone who's come from a very similar mindset as this protagonist, as this narrator, who's thought these same thoughts, who's gone through these low lows, I can tell you, it does get better. Anyway, let's click on this last box here, see what this is all about. Oh, it's a little button. Okay. I like the little buttons. They're good for like a little laugh at the very least. All right, and so that was picking up the pieces, guys. Hopefully this was a game that you enjoyed. Hopefully it was insightful. Hopefully my rambling, again, I'm sorry that I ramble, but I get so into these games because, again, I used to practice this stuff. I used to be a psych counselor. I used to talk to people about their issues, and by doing so, it helped me look into myself and address my own and face up to the challenges that I have working against me currently and back then, to get to the point where I am now. And that was something that was so eye-opening. And anytime I have a chance to play a game like this, I do try to be as insightful as possible without being too preachy. Just know that this comes from like a purely subjective place based on my own experiences. But they are experiences that I do hope help others who are going through something similar in their own journeys. But anyway, guys, I've gone ahead. I've rambled long enough. I probably could have beaten this game in like 5 minutes if I didn't talk at all. But again, hopefully you guys enjoyed the commentary and enjoyed the message of this game. If you did, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, it was great seeing you. Bye-bye.
Girbeagly.